Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. But I, okay, here we are. One second. My gosh. Holy. All right. Okay, bye. Hello, everyone. We had some technical issues here with the streaming, but now we're good to go. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you can see me well. Today I have to do it on my computer while I'm commentating. I don't have a TV in the background. So let's have a nice evening here together. So let me see what's going on here. Yeah, Julia's on her way. Now she's here. Yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Hello, everyone. I'm glad you're here. Stefan Pries, there she is. Hello, howdy. You know, honestly, James, I haven't even started watching the fights because of the technical issues we had here. But, you know, Daniel Weichel, he's German, so obviously I'm cheering for him. He's always put on a great show, really great fighter, really experienced, humble. And, I mean, I haven't really watched anything of it. Also, you have to know that while I'm watching the fights now, I don't have sound. I don't even know if you watch Bellator with sound. I hope you do, because I have never watched MMA without fight, you know? Usually I'm like hyped up and I hear all this. So it's kind of different for me. All right, all right, all right. Does it look like I'm a little like not straight or something? I'm not sure. I'm not straight. Oh my goodness, this sounds weird. But you know what I mean. Um, oh my God, James, this has been such a good fight. I mean, every single round was so good, you know. But honestly, I thought that Valentina had won that one. I mean, the last round, like the last like takedown and ground control was really strong by Alexa, but I still thought that Shevchenko won this one with a split decision. But whatever it was a split draw. I've never heard that before, so I was like, okay, okay. I mean, both great fighters, you know. What can I say? This is the sport. That's part of the game. What do you think about that one? Do you think it was the right decision? Yeah, for real. It was interesting to see for sure, but I was a little disappointed, and I also felt so sorry for her. You know, like I think she was really good. By the way, do you know this coconut water? It's so good. This is actually one of my favorites. So refreshing. Yeah, maybe they wanted like a reunion. No, not reunion, like a rematch part three. You know, obviously they make a like the matchmaker from UFC side. It makes so much sense. Like just really good. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, trilogy, trilogy. How do you actually say that in English? Triology? Yeah, I guess so, right? In German, it's Triologie, but yeah, it's actually a Latin word. So Little side fact. Okay, let me just start my my live real quick here on Instagram. Excuse me, can I please go live now? Here we go. Okay, here we are. Hey, Steph. We just went live on Instagram. So, let's see. I'll only be online today for 15 minutes because then you have to click on my bio. I put the link for millions.co so you can switch the platform. You want your people on Millions. Hello, Donald. Hello, everybody. Hello, Cassette. Ah, Deutschland, beziehungsweise Türkei. Schön, dass ihr da seid. Holy Okay. Also ihr müsst heute bitte alle auf die millions.co Seite kommen. Link ist in my bio, also in meinem Linktree. Und dann könnt ihr auf Millions heute gucken. Wir wollen mal gucken, ob das einen Unterschied macht, wenn ich nicht die ganze 1,5 Stunden oder 2 Stunden im Insta Live bin. Ich glaube, so früh haben wir noch nie Kämpfe zusammen geguckt, oder? Seitdem ich dieses millions.co mache. We haven't never started watching that early when the fights were on. I think I like it. So I have a chance that my Germans might be there. Hello, everyone here. Okay, back to Millions platform. I see you have a lot of questions. Hey, James, honestly, I started working with them a couple of weeks ago, and I have to say, when you search on that website, they have everything, and the quality is so good. Everything's produced and made in Europe, and they ship it within 2 days. And yeah, you should use my code. It's Julia Deal. It's prozis.com. They have everything, even for a man. And the granola bites. Oh my god, let me tell you, like those. This is not a small bag, right? It's pretty decent, but I'm able to finish that bag in like 2 days if I want to. Am I eating too much? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this Prosy stuff is really good. Use my discount, get % off, and then if you hit like certain amounts, you'll also get like a lot of presents from them, so you can like try and check like a lot of stuff, which is I think pretty good. And I know Stefan, my friend, he also got a few items already, and he likes it a lot. And like a few of my training partners got it, and man, you should see my fridge. Like I put all my protein bars in there, and every here and then if I have like a little craving or something, I'm like opening just eating that. Or like they have high protein muffins, low sugar, and even the sauces like barbecue sauce, Caesar dressing, maple syrup without sugar. It's just so convenient. And also the lean bread and like so yeah, I can really recommend it. Check that page and use my discount and make us all happy. And yeah, and as you say, it's Stefan, and Prozis is amazing for traveling. They have like something cognac noodles made of cognac, out of the cognac plant. So rice and noodles, almost no calories, but they, make you full. And you can eat it cold, you can heat it up, you can do anything with it. It's just amazing. Yeah, but those little snacks are really convenient. I know. Anyway, how have you guys been? How has your week been? How is your expectation tonight for the fights? What's new with you? Like today's the 23rd, and I am like 4.5 weeks out of my fight. I'm very excited for that. I'll be fighting in Boston and Victor. And yesterday I just received an email. You cannot believe what they want. You know, usually it's like blood work, like a doctor clearance, and maybe like a eye scan, right? Like they check your eyes. But now they want like an MRI, EKG, the doctor's clearance, the blood work, and so many things, you know. And I am here, and I don't have insurance at the moment, so I feel like they should have just told me when I was in Germany. Anyway, I'm not complaining. I just wanted to tell you, like, all those tests probably cost me more than I actually make in that fight. So I'm like, man. Anyway, I'll find a way. I'm sure I'll find a way, but it's just a little inconvenient for me, at least. Like, I don't like that, you know. I mean, the fights was like postponed a couple of times, and if I would have known that in advance, I could have taken care of it already, you know. But now it's like 4 weeks out for the fight, and I still have to get so many things done, and so I'm like, man, yeah, whatever. My little story. I received that email yesterday, and I was really, really upset. Yeah. And James, you know what? Like Shinna, she's a friend of mine, and before my PFL fight last year, and her Bellator fight against Leah McCord, we were obviously training together, sparring together. You know, I was training at SBG for 4 weeks, and you know, we had a lot of good sessions. And you know, obviously, the English words that I'm using are like more, I was gonna say like school English or like elaborated, you know. But she called me like, Julia, you're a fucking strong cunt. And I was like, what? And she's like, no, 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 like, don't get me wrong. This is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing. She's like, this is actually a compliment. And I was like, oh, thanks. Good to know. You know, I'm just still picking up on those, you know, colloquial phrases. Anyway, liebe Grüße von Forteventura. Oh, danke schön. Liebe Grüße aus Coconut Creek. Schön, dass ihr alle da seid. Ich glaube, die Zeit ist besser für uns hier, wenn wir uns alle ein bisschen früher treffen. Also wir brauchen in Zukunft die Fights alle ein bisschen früher. So yeah, anyway, James, back to the story. I love Shinnet. She has a great fighter spirit, and obviously she has a tough opponent. And I'm also really excited. You know, she injured her knee in that fight, and I remember that John Kavanagh was there and Conor McGregor, and they actually carried her out of that cage. And I was there too. You know, I have a picture with her on my Instagram. You can actually check on it. Like I'm on her chest, on her lap, on the wheelchair. That was like super funny. Yeah, so she's cool. Like I'm looking forward to that fight. Stefan, mechanics report from a certified tank technician. Yeah, you're right. Oh my goodness, English is quite the language. Yeah, I get it. Like, you know, sometimes when I get super super tired, I actually start speaking Dinglish, like English and Deutsch, like German. And my friends are like, what? So that still shows that I really have to focus when I speak English, I guess, because of that. Yeah, so English is quite the language, that's for sure. Hello, Melina. Nice that you're there. Hallo nochmal hier an alle Instagram-Leute. Bitte, bitte, wir sind gleich wieder raus. Checkt mal millions.co in meinem Linktree, da findet ihr den Link. Und kommt bitte auf die Plattform, weil ich ja hier dann kommentieren werde. Oh my God, the training at ATT is it is something else, man. Like the levels, you know, the skills of each fighter are so good there, and every round you should never underestimate anyone. Obviously not in life, but also like in the training. Like, I mean, we train with the guys, we train with the little ones. You know, you have to like find a way to spar with everyone. But yeah, the training is really good. Last week we had a seminar with like a live-in Muay Thai legend, and he showed us some great techniques, and I was like, you know, so delighted. I loved it. I just loved it. It was so good. Schönen Abend auch nach Forteventura. Viel Spaß noch. Yeah, so, and also I learned a lot. Like yesterday that we had like a Muay Thai endurance class, and the coach at Julia, so good. I was like so proud of myself, you know, that apparently all the hard work at one point pays off, you know? So, and I mean, tonight, like all the upcoming fights that we are going to watch together, this is like all ATT fighters, you know, if they have not fought yet. So I'm actually very excited. Like all the coaches, like most of the coaches are in Dublin right now. So that's pretty cool. It's just so weird for me to watch an MMA event like on my computer without sound. Because usually we just do it on ESPN or ESPN Plus, right? Uh, which platform do you use to watch Bellator tonight? Oh, okay, Showtime. Okay, good. Good to know. Oh, Shannon, there she is. 9-5. Nice. Four knockouts. So looking forward for that. Sarah Collins. 4-0. Okay, guys. One last time here on Instagram. I'll be out of here now. If you want to watch the fights with me, you have to go on millions.co and find me there, please. The link is in my bio. It's like in the link tree. Okay, I see you later. Bye. Also, fun fact today after practice, I felt like I wanted to clean my car. And I went and they took really good care of it. And I also did like a few more little details, you know, because I'm really precise with stuff like that. And I parked it. I took a few pictures and it started pouring rain. Pouring rain. Like even right now, I don't know if you can hear it, but thunder, lightning, and crazy rain. Like it looks like a shower. Yeah. Anyway, my little story of today. Are there any young up and coming fighters you have your eye on, any roster, and why do you catch your attention? And why do they catch your attention? This is a tough question. I mean, so far I really had my eyes on, all the people that I train with, or the fighters that are fighting on UFC currently or PFL. But like with the new and upcoming ones, not even sure about it, honestly. I should probably watch out more, right? No, I haven't. I'm really focusing on myself right now, like on my fight. I'm really in the tunnel, trying to get every training possible, to just do my best when I have my own fight. That's why I really haven't watched anything on the side. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, guys, as you can see, Collins just entered the cage. Now we're waiting for Sinead. I'm sure her son is also in the crowd today. He's also training at SPG. He's a good kid, very good kid. And she's doing a great job raising him, besides her athletic career. So it's a really great success story. But yeah, her face looks ready, man. She looks like she really wants some war tonight. Oh my god, guys, like, I don't know if you can see it. I guess you do. I'm actually sitting on my floor on a pillow because I wanted to, to be close to the TV, but now I'm anyway watching it here on my computer. Because last time I was commentating, I needed to decorate my place in order to, be here with you and commentate, because my table is over there and I needed to move it so it's then it stands there, so I could actually see the TV. But yeah, now it doesn't make sense because I'm like watching on my computer anyways. But I have too many cables here, so that's why I'm not moving anywhere but my couch. Oh yeah, that's for sure. When you fight in your own country or your home country, then makes a big, big, big difference. And when the crowd is cheering for you, and you're like in the im Hexenkessel, in the witch. I don't even know what to say in English, but um, it definitely gives you a lot of confidence, and you want to win for the crowd, obviously, right? You want to have the home win. There she is. Yeah, melting pot. Thanks. It's always so good to fight in a melting pot. Oh, she looks strong. I like it. Although I have not seen if this is a featherweight bout or a bantamweight bout. I think it's featherweight. I think she's always been fighting in featherweight. Um, also Schönheit and I, we have like a history together because we both fought in IMF, just the International Mixed Martial Arts Federation. So I got to know her in 2015. We both lost to the same girl. Her name was Jamie Harrington. She was Canadian, and I lost to Jamie in the quarterfinals. So I placed third at the World Championships, while Sinead was facing her in the finals, right? And then obviously after the finals, Jamie got checked, like she had a drug test, and she failed the A and B sample, and she was on amphetamines. But they have, so that means that they had canceled Sinead's and Jamie's fight and declared it a no contest. And eventually, Sinead became the 2015 world champion afterwards. But they never declared the semifinal. So I always stayed with my bronze medal, and that match is actually still on my fight record. And there was a big topic going on within IMF because we were like a, how do you say, leading example for how important it is even to test with the amateurs. So I'm still so disappointed when I see that loss. I'm like, this is so unfair, fighting somebody that, barely feels any pain when you hit them, because they're on something, on amphetamines or whatever. So yeah, that's my fight history with Sinead. So she was the world champion in 2015, like after everything that happened, and I eventually became the world champion in 2018. So yeah, and then always we have always been in touch. And then last year I traveled to Dublin. I was actually living in the gym, like I had a room there with Lucy Podilova. She's now back to the UFC. So like it's just when I see like my own journey, I'm like, man, I have done a lot of crazy stuff, and I like it. So I'm really excited for that fight. And honestly, like I would actually like to fight Sinead too, because we are friends. It would be like a really like fair fight. And she's very skilled in boxing, and she has gotten way very strong on the ground too. So this is going to be a hell of a fight here. And let me tell you one thing: when Sinead hits you with her boxing skills, man, this is no joke. Okay, and here we go. I actually think that she's taking a win. She just has to earn her confidence back after her knee surgery, right? That she suffered from last year. But I mean, also Sarah Collins is a strong opponent, also very good. So, as I always say, this is MMA, man. Everything can happen. You just have to find a way to go in that game, to start that game. Also, about Collins, what's interesting, like when she gets close, she's always like rotating her hand. I don't know if you can see that if you pay attention. It's interesting. And you always know she's gonna throw. And yeah, obviously she's a southpaw, has a southpaw stand, and that's always pretty interesting. Because Shinhead, I know that she had a hard time sparring with me because I'm also a southpaw, so she would always run into my hand and then in my throws. But it was good. Like we didn't give us, how do you say, wir haben uns nichts geschenkt. Like we fought with each other in like a very, very, very good way. Okay, guys. They're still checking each other out here. But you can see it's interesting when Sinead throws her jab, like Collins always has her hand ready. And obviously that has a lot of power. So Sinead is really trying to keep her distance, and when she throws, to be really on point with clear shots. I mean, it's so crazy, like how MMA really is my life and fighting and martial arts. So, I mean, I'm training like 2, 3 times a day in one of the best gyms in the world, right? And then when I come home, I obviously do studying, check fights, check fighters, do Instagram, see what my training partners do and all the fighters around the world that I'm connected with on Instagram. And then on the weekend, I'm also, watching the fights, commentating, when I still worked for Deutsche Welle as an anchor and editor and reporter and stuff, or also for like another private channel. Like on the weekends, I would travel. I would go to the events and do the anchoring and do the post-fight interviews and stuff. So it's just so fun how it so much dominates my life and it shows my passion for it so much. If you were signed by the UFC today and could choose your opponent in your fight, who would it be and why? Oh my, this is such a good one. I mean, this is definitely what I'm working for, right? Like, I'm definitely aiming to fight in the UFC next year, next week. I'm sorry, next year. So, if I was signed, I would love to fight Megan Anderson, and I would love to fight Holly Holm and Misha Tate. Like those three, I would love to fight them for real, man. Because with Misha, like she's a strong wrestler, strong as wrestler, and feel like judo versus wrestling is very interesting. And obviously Holly, she like a lot of people actually compare us from our physique and the way we kick and punch and southpaw and stuff. And Megan, because she's very long, and yeah, like those three. I hope that answers your question. I'm always visualizing. Sometimes when I have a hard time, when I feel probably a little hurt, or when I feel like, oh my gosh, this is so hard and my body hurts, and like the struggles every athlete has, I guess. But then I'm like, okay, in which fight kit would I fight? What color? Yellow, black, white, like a fight bra or like a racerback and like tight pants or like more looser ones. So I love it. I would probably fight in black or yellow, and I would definitely have a rush guard like a racerback, and probably like tight shorts. Yeah, the German tank versus the preacher's daughter. Yeah, that would be a good one. Oh, let me tell you that. And I have so much respect for Holly. I really love her. I've loved her since I started. But I was like, Ronda was like the main reasons why I started, right? Like, she was a judoka, and she had shown that you can be super, super successful as a judo person, and like the way she threw the people around and stuff. And yeah, anyway, and then I remember that fight against Holly, and I was like, I don't didn't even know how I felt when she TK like knocked her out with that high kick. I just had so much respect for both of them. And I remember how people talk trash. Oh my gosh, yeah, we knew it. I'm like, yeah, what can I say? This is This is MMA, you know. You cannot blame, like when you get punched in the to the head like a couple of times, like hard, you're kind of losing your shit, you know. And when people say, yeah, would have been so easy to this and that, I'm like, look, if you step in that cage and get punched in the fucking head, and then you're still stuck to your game plan, okay, we can speak. But if you have never experienced that, don't talk, just shut your mouth. You know, guys, I'm always pretty straightforward and direct. I hope you don't mind that, but this is how I really see it. Who do you have leading so far in that fight? Like Collins does really really well against Shane. I feel like it's actually lasting longer than I expected. So yeah, for you guys, because of the time difference in Berlin right now, it's 11:15, and I think in Dublin they're even 1 hour behind, so it's 10:15 over there. I sometimes have a hard time with the time difference. I'm like, when like I turn off my airplane mode in the morning, like I receive like all messages, right? You know, my phone won't stop, and then I see all those messages, good morning or guten morgen, and I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense for me because I just woke up, but for you guys, it's already afternoon, you know. So every time I'm traveling, this is so interesting, right? Have you ever been at the Hoover Dam between Nevada and Arizona? I think this is so crazy and so interesting. Like one step, you're minus 1 hour, one other step, you're plus 1 hour. So I think this is just such a great place. It's very like magical. Yeah, I agree. Like Australia and New Zealand, they have yeah, they have a few good fighters right now. It's true. We also have the Maori kid. He's training at our gym. He's fighting. I don't know if he fought already. I'm sorry, um, but I think he's actually fighting later. I have to find the watch card today. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I'm just checking on the results of today's event, and I have to say, wow, some crazy stuff happened over here. Didn't expect that. Very good, very good. Peter Creeley. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, and now my stream just froze, but okay, we have 1 minute and 15 seconds left here in the second round of the 3 round contest. And you're right, Collins has been doing really good so far. It's really funny, as I said, it's so crazy to watch the sport that I love so much without any kind of sound with it. So it's just like hiding under your blanket when you were younger, secretly trying to read your book or something with your flashlight, just like make no noise. Makhachev and Oliveira are going at it in UFC 294. Who do you see winning that fight and why? Honestly, I have no clue. I have no clue. I, I kind of have a feeling Oliveira is going to do it, but those Russians or Uzbekistans or, they're always tough cookies. So, I mean, who do you see winning? Okay, last and final round here. I mean, in the third round, usually you have to go all in. You have nothing to lose if it's like a normal fight and not a 5-round contest. But yeah, you have to really like shut away all your pain and just get everything that you have inside you out there, in order to make it win, especially when it's that close. You have to, try to dominate, get a takedown, try to control, and yeah, not to be taken down yourself. Yeah, James, as I said, yeah, you're right. That's why it's so hard to say. But we will know in a bit what's gonna happen there. Oh, nice inside kick. And guys, if you have Twitter, it would be super amazing if you could share the millions.co stream with me on there, because I would love to have more people watching us regularly. And if you're on Twitter, please share my stream if you can. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate that. So I've been working with millions for a bit now, and I really like the idea, to do like such watch parties. But also we discussed if there are some, local fight events or something. Because my normal job is obviously journalism and, go out anchoring, do interviews, do all kind of stuff. So maybe in the near future, if I have the time and not fighting myself, I can travel to the fights and, do my job there, like live, like being there for real. And I would love that. I hope you would do too. It's probably even more exciting than just being on the screen. Would you like that? Yeah, right? That would be super cool. I love that too. Yeah, I mean, on my Instagram, you can see a little bit of my journalism stuff too. Put a few things there, but not too much. Like for a while, I've been pretty bad with like my social media and pictures and stories. I mean, I've kind of picked up on it. So I think I kept most of the pictures, videos, and everything to myself. I should have put out more. But Germany is also working a little different. People give you like shit when you do too much. You're like, oh, then you're really feeling. You need like more self-esteem, right? You have to put yourself out like that to show what you can do and like that you have a good life. Blah blah blah. I'm like, no. Germans are a little different in that, but Americans are like, no, you have to do that in order to be successful. Like, get your name out there, post stuff. So it's very different how our culture is, for real. And yes, man, I know it's always fun to be at live events. I love that too. It's my thing. It always hypes me up so much. Oh, it's just perfect. Okay, we have like the last 70 seconds here of that last and final round. And it looks really, really, really good. But I haven't really seen any takedowns, just like stand-up matches. Very interesting. That will be an interesting decision for sure. Are you guys all on Showtime watching the fights? Do you know how much it is per month to sign up for that? Oh yeah, the last 15 on the clock. You can also see like Sinead's leg is really red. Like Collins made a lot of damage there. You can see like the way she's moving, she's pulling it kind of back. So she did a good job there, trying to stop her opponent. Wow, 3 rounds. Honestly, I did not expect that. That was a good one. But most likely, they will not give away the home win, I think. So now we go to this judges' scorecard. Let's see, let's see, let's see. She barely has anything in her face. That's good. Like, it's always so good for the fighters when they have a hell of a fight, but not really like injuries, when everything is kind of back to normal, and a couple of days later they can go back to training, back to work, back to the office without suffering from pain and injuries. Unfortunately, I cannot hear what they say, but split decision. For real? She can't believe it herself. I, I'm speechless myself. I mean, it was a hell of a fight, but I honestly didn't expect Chine to lose. Wow. 5-0. Wow. I mean, you can see it in the fighter's face. Like, usually you just know. And even like Sarah Collins herself was like, "What, really?" So I guess what she assumed was that she would have lost probably like a split decision, but that it was the other way around. This is like pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, well, what can I say? It's part of the game. Hey, I was gonna say that. Second, I have to go back to my stream. Here we go. I have to say that I obviously always wear my watch. Like it's not an Apple Watch. It's like Knauermann Pro. It's a German brand with great technology. Because I got it when I first got COVID. Because I wanted to be sure when I train, when I work out, that my heart rate is not getting up too high, or that I get a warning and stuff. So I always wear that if I can. But other than that, putting technology into fighting, for me, it makes total sense if the main referee, the referee in charge in that cage, actually wears like his glasses so the audience can see what he saw. Sometimes they have to be crazy fast and making decisions, and I love that idea. So they cannot do anything, crazy over there. So I really do like that. But other than that, not really. For me, I love to use the cage wall. For me, as a judoka, this is great stuff. Gives you great control. But once you're on the ground, like you should rather stay away from it. Or like if you're like strong and getting up after takedown, then it's kind of tricky. Like if I was on a ground game thing, I'd probably stay away from it. Because sometimes what I do is like I push my partner into the cage with his head first, so I have a good control. Even when they get up, like you still be on top. So I think it's a really good thing. I know for many people when they first start watching MMA, they're like, "What? You're fighting in a cage? Like a cage?" I think most people think of like a dog cage or something, that some people have in their garden or something. So they're like, "Oh my god!" But then when they see that, they're like, "Wow, that looks kind of cool. It looks different from what you know." So yeah, that was a good marketing thing back in the days when they first started having the octagons. And sometimes I wonder if I prefer the octagons or the round ones, because there are also round cages, and those angles, edges in the octagon are quite interesting when you fight. The round cages are way different, work wise. So yeah, it's a good one. I'm trying to find a fight card for tonight because Bellator's webpage is really not. Okay, so you have two more fights. Aaron Pico versus Pedro Carvalho, and then Johnny Eblen versus Fabian Edwards. Nice. Unfortunately, I have not yet fought for Invicta. I was supposed to fight in June and September, but you know, the entire Invicta show didn't have any fights coming up, so they were still trying to figure out where to fight, the venue and the fight card and stuff. So far, this is my memorable moment that I've been in camp for so long that I trained my ass off, that everything, you know, led me to become the pillow fight world champion, because in the meantime, I had like a couple of fights for them, and I have a new title within my MMA career in a new sport. So yeah, that was really memorable for me. But yeah, on the 27th of October, Invicta will be on in Boston, and I'm just super looking forward to that. I hope you guys are coming. I hope to see a few of you there. I do. I do. Um, I don't know, the people that I talk to that fought Invicta or have experience with them, they say apparently it's on one of the main fight pages like Showtime, UFC Fight Pass, even ESPN could be. But I don't have those information yet. Oh my God, you live in Alaska? That's really far. You have to explain to me how you can stand the cold. I mean, I've traveled to Alaska myself when I was living in Canada. After I graduated from high school, I was on a working holiday visa. So obviously I traveled to Alaska and, you know, did the sled thing with the Huskies, and it was fucking cool. But I was like, I need to go away from here. It's too cold for me. That's probably why I live in Florida now. I cannot stand the cold. That's why I also left Germany. Like, it makes me so sick. Like, dark sky, cold, snow, rain. Oh my God. I really appreciate the sun so much, and the beach and the palm trees and this tropical weather. Okay, here we go. First round, Cavallo versus Pico. You guys, we haven't talked about it. Like, who do you think is gonna win and why? Oh, wait, that was nice overhand. Wow. Oh, what a takedown. Oh my goodness, guys, the other day I have watched a reel on Instagram, which was kind of gross. I'm so sorry to say that, but it was an MMA fight, like a takedown, really good takedown. But the guy that threw the person, I don't know, the way he put him to the ground, like the leg got kind of stuck. So he actually broke his, what is this bone? Like this part, like stick out. It was like an open fracture. Oberschenkel, Hals, Oberschenkel. I was like, oh my God. So I needed to watch it like 2, 3 more times in order to understand technically what happened there, you know, with the technique. And it was just devastating. Like he put his hand on the leg and you saw the bone coming out. Oh my God. This is really, really, really bad. I don't like that stuff to happen in MMA, but I guess it's part of that game too, you know. Yeah, femur. Yeah, man. I agree. I've never heard of Pico, but so far, like the second takedown. Wow. And really fast hands. You know when, oh wow, what a good idea. You know when you have the hips tied up, but then a punch to the head, and that moment the other person tries to get rid of it. Oh my God. Pico seems to have such a good control over Cavallo. Also, I think Cavallo seems a little surprised how strong and fast Pico is. Wow. Oh, those elbows, so nasty. You know, I'm always so afraid of the elbows. I mean, it's fun to throw them in the training, like towards the punching bag or the, you know, those dummies we have to train ground and pound. But when you see them and like, oh, it happened. He beat him. I was gonna say when you see it in like a real fight and like the blood is coming out because it's just like a cut, you know, you get hit. It's like a knife. It's so sharp. Oh my God, he's so out. I'm so sorry for him. He obviously also trains at SBG. Also, great person, great personality. And he just left the cage. Okay. Wow. Like, go back in, go back in, go back in. We don't have time for that. Oi. That was hard. Oh, this replay. Wait. Oh. It just hurts from watching, man. Like right to the jaw, you know, where you have like all your points, your KO points. Hey, watch your punches. It's not allowed to throw to the T zone on the head. Sometimes I feel like they have to control more, you know? It's clearly said in the unified rules that you don't throw punches on the T zone of the head, right? And there should be more warnings and regulations because lately I've seen that so much. I feel like, man, like there's a reason why you don't attack this zone. And I still don't understand how they cannot really handle it. I mean, in that case, he really hit him, but the last 5, 6, 7 punches were clearly to the T zone of the head. You get me? Like, it frustrates me, it makes me angry, upsets me. Because those rules are no joke, like, they're there for a reason. Poor guy. I feel sorry for Cavallo. I mean, if you have already, like, taken down your opponent like that, you know, you can just be clean when you throw your punches. Don't you agree? I mean, yes, it's a fast sport and blah blah blah, but you see where you throw your punch. You shouldn't fucking go wild. Just, I'm sorry, but this frustrates me so much. Like we want MMA to be a clean sport, you know, with fair play and all that kind of stuff. But this is not nice. Like you know where you hit your opponent, even if you're in your fighting tunnel. My point of view. You can let me know what you think, but man. Yeah. Yeah, also the brain damage if you're already concussed, you know? Like if you got hit like this like a couple of times and then you get those unnecessary punches to the end of the head. it's so not good for your brain. I mean, any punch is not good for your brain. But to the other side, and because also, you know, your spine and the nerves and the disc and everything. Okay, Julia, calm down. Very, very unnecessary. What do I think of the main event? I'm looking forward because Johnny is also training at the American Top Team, and I mean, he has trained his ass off. Obviously, like, I mean, it's stupid, but everybody does it. But I mean, he's like a superstar at the gym, you know. So yeah, I could see like there was a lot of attention on him in his camp, and also, you know, the guys he sparred with and stuff. So yeah, I'm very excited like how he's gonna deliver. I wish I would understand what the guy says right now in the post-fight interview, but maybe you can tell me. I didn't even quite get where Aaron Pico is from. Like, what's his nationality? Off to the last one. Let me check on the fight card for Bellator 300. I want to see. Let me see. Bellator 300. Well, yeah, that's good, man. I agree with you. Chris Cyborg is fighting again? With his cat? Wow. Nice. Oh man, I would love to actually do like a sparring with Chris. Ryan Bader, Linton, this Carmouche versus different, yeah. Sherman McMahon, Liam McCurd. Oh yeah, I love it. Okay, October 7th, Bellator 300. San Diego. Nice. Oh, see, they're just talking about it. Nice. Honestly, I have no idea. I just know my schedule for September. It's been 2 streamings, but it might happen that I'm streaming on that day. Yeah, it could happen. We'll talk to millions what they can offer me. That'd be cool, right? I would love that. It's gonna be a good one. I would love to see that, and obviously to be in touch with you and commentate. What a weigh-in. Nice. I mean, the funny thing is like when you just see the weigh-in without sound, you're like, okay, that's funny. Oh, my coach, Pitbull. Nice. He's also one of my coaches in charge for my next fight. Oi, nice. Oh, he's an animal. He is an animal. Wow. So yeah, I'm looking forward for the main event for sure. I have my own podcast actually, but I just have to start keeping it up again. It's called Women Hit Harder. It's like, stories of inspiring people, politicians, astronauts, um, actors, fighters, world record holders, like all kinds of stuff, ultra runners that, tell their like inspiring stories. And I did really well like a couple of years, but now that I moved here and had so much stuff to deal with and my moving and I really didn't have time to keep up with it, but I really want to do more also in English. Like the last two or three that I produced were in English too. So yeah, maybe Women Hit Harder on Millions. What are you saying? Your gum is feature? What does it even mean? Okay, my gym. I'm like, okay, what? I was like, do you see my chewing gum or no? I know. You were just making fun. Yes, this is where I train. I'm also in the mat. I'm in the background. You see me? I was there with my knee protection and my gray pants. I'm right behind him. Yes, there you see. I just did the sidekick. That's so cool. I like that. I like that. Hadia Ali, one of the coaches, and she's holding the bag for him. Oh my god. Okay, let me feel the power. Personal assistant, even. Nice. Yeah, zebra, zebra, zebra. You could see my zebra shirt in that one. I like it. Nice. Oh, Marcos Maluco. Mike Brown. Changing rooms. Yeah, our Matt. Wow, I love how he like throws his like punches so long, so clean. I think there are a couple of ATT gyms in the States and also in Florida, but there's only one for the pro athletes only. Like you need to have a tryout. Not everybody can train there. They only accept very few people. And so this one that we are training is in Coconut Creek, Florida. Yeah. ATT is like a chain, I think. I wish I would understand what he says, but I kind of have an idea. Oh, nice takedown. Long story short, he says, I will fuck you up. Okay, I get it. So he was like more between the lines, but he could have just said, I will fuck you up. I actually kill you. I will beep you. Okay, nice. 5 rounds of action. There he comes. I think I did like ring announcement 4 or 5 times throughout, my career. Anyway, ring announcement is so hard. Like, if you're not Bruce Buffer, you will most likely, honestly, lose your voice when you announce, and now, welcome to the red corner, And then I remember, like, every time after the events, I was like, I cannot speak anymore. I mean, obviously you have the microphone, but as a ring announcer, you want to also hype up the fans, right? But also, it's so sad when, as a ring announcer, obviously you also have to tell the people who won, who lost, you have to do it in a good way, like also exciting. And this sometimes just hurts so much. Because you are like transporting the news, right? The bad news or the good news, whatever. And it's just, you feel bad about it. I felt bad about it. Oh man, you have to practice the names sometimes. Some names are so hard to say, especially when you're like a little nervous in that cage, knowing that everybody looks at you while you have the microphone, and also the athlete is depending on, how you exaggerate, because it's like his fight, his moment, and you gotta make sure that you practice those names. It's like the worst thing when they say names wrong, especially in that first announcement. So yeah, I practiced them. Oh my god, guys, since I'm not live right now on Instagram like last time, I can actually show you my long promised Bruce Buffer announcement that he made for me when I was in Vegas. Let me just find it real quick. Are you ready?
Hi, you've reached the phone of Julia Tarson. She can't come to the phone right now because she's in the octagon choking somebody out. So at the beep, leave your name, telephone number, and it's time. She'll call you back.
Isn't it fucking good? It was on the 10th of July as of 2015. And actually, I want to have that as my ringtone, but I just never knew how to really set it up. Yeah. Hi. Oh, come on. One more time, okay? One more time.
Hi, you've reached the phone of Julia Tarson. She can't come to the phone right now because she's in the octagon choking somebody out. So at the beep, leave your name, telephone number, and it's time. She'll call you back.
Yeah. It was so cool. He's such a nice person, man. I just love him. And there he is, Johnny. Really? He's walking into country roads? Wow. Okay. When I walk in, I'm definitely walking into Rammstein. Sonne. Oh, I'm so excited for that one. Nice, 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 nice. Oh my God, when I walked in my fights and I was playing that song, like Rammstein is so well known around the world. I feel like when I walked in, like everybody was like not singing the entire song, but like counting the numbers and kind of singing, and it was just magical. I just fucking loved it so much. So yeah, when the crowd sings, you really did good. Da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum. Okay, guys, I need your guess. Is Johnny Eblin keeping his belt, or is Edwards taking it home tonight? Master of Puppets for real? Okay, yeah. I also have a feeling that he keeps it. Mike Brown, Pitbull. What can go wrong if you have such a corner and such a camp? Doesn't everybody want to be a champion? I think so. I think people would kill to be a champion. And he seems so confident. He seems so ready and on point. Wow. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that weighs heavy for sure. And the beautiful belt. Okay, no touching gloves. Interesting. And the first high kick in the first 4 or 5 seconds. Oh. Like he has a good speed. Like, when you start with that speed, you just have to make sure you keep up with that. But yeah, obviously it's like also, how do you say that? Einschüchtern? Schüchtert den Gegner ein? Intimidating the opponent, yes. See, sometimes I have to think in German first and then I translate it for myself. He's so fast for a middleweight too, I think this is one of his advantages. Obviously, like very technical and skilled, but also very high speed. And nice calf kick. By the way, when you hear me saying "oi" or something, like my friends, they love when I do that. Like it hypes them so much up. Like every time we watch UFC or the fights, I'm like "oi," or when I even commentate, they're like, "Wow, yeah, Julia, like she's on fire." Then they know that it's like something good really happens. Nice overhand. Yeah, this is Mike Brown style. You can actually really say that. Like those overhands and then inside traps. And then the mix, obviously, like going out of the lane, kicking to the side. I don't even know how to sit anymore. Nice. Wow, have you seen how he like pulled the hand down and then punched over top? Like, I like it. I like it like that. Say, I like it like that. Oh, yeah, he waited for that leg trap. Oh, no. Nice. So much power there. But a good takedown defense, I have to say. The way he moved his legs. I mean, Johnny still has the back, but this is better to deal with that than, as being taken down. Now the knees from the back. Like even that, this is pure control. Sometimes when you go 5 rounds, you just hold your opponent. Just have some control time over here. Playing the smart game. Not wasting too much energy. Yes, very good round, very powerful from both athletes. Also very good takedown defense. Sorry guys, I'm so quiet right now because the fight is just super interesting to analyze, That's so interesting how they really look for those little gaps, the little mistakes the opponent does. And yeah. So the ATT coaches that travel with Johnny are Tiago, Pitbull, Mike Brown, and I think that's it. I haven't seen the third person. I don't know if there even is a third person, but let me see now in the break. Oh yeah, yeah, it's Thiago and Mike Brown. Honestly, I don't even like to sit down. I feel like after one round, I just want to keep standing up. I feel like when I'm sitting down, it's not good for me. It's really depending on the round, though. But yeah, sometimes I don't even sit down myself because it's better for your lungs when you like open and tall, and you can actually really get some air in there. But yeah, the ice is just so good. I love the ice in the rounds in the break. They're always so strict with that 1 minute, right? They actually even push them out. So crazy. And here we go. Man. See how they both are really targeting? Like they want to be really, really precise. I like that about that fight. It's not dirty boxing. It's not brawling, really. Not yet, at least. They're just really trying to find those little tiny gaps. Going to the body with shots and kicks. Very precise. Very, very interesting. Oh, yeah. Just speaking about it. Perfect straight hand. Good job, bro. You have to say, though, that Edwards has a really good takedown defense. Very good. Very good clinch. And a good defense. Those overhands are just wow. I mean, you can also see like Edwards has like a how do you say disadvantage in height, but he has all his weight in his legs and his glutes. Have you seen those legs like compared to his opponent? It's gigantic. Oy. Wow, so fast again, but such a good defense though. He almost doesn't get him. I mean, it still counts as control time, right? But very, very good. I'm sure he did, like for some kicks. I haven't really paid attention. I was more like checking the takedowns and the defense. Oh my God, guys. You're probably right. Like my stream that I have here online is probably a little delayed. I don't know how much it is delayed, but I guess about a minute. So I'm so sorry if I say something and it doesn't make sense. That's why my time uh, is different than yours. So for me, I have 40 seconds left of the second round. Oh my God, yeah. I'm sorry. Then you were like, what is Julia saying? It doesn't make any sense. But now you know why. But a minute or a minute and a half is a lot. So yeah, for me, I still have 22 seconds of the second round. So you are already in the third round. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, guys. We should have talked about that earlier. Did for you guys the third round already start? Because for me, the break just started. Okay, okay. So I'm not gonna commentate anymore. I'm sorry, I'm out. It's actually kind of cool because you confirm everything that's being said on TV for real? Like how? Oh, does he have a cut on his eye? Looks like it, right? Okay, now my third round is starting. So just so you know, also it's kind of weird, like so to be so much behind you guys. Oh, wow! What a knockdown! Wow, he came in fast too. He made it. He kept the belt. Congratulations. Nice. Why is he being so weird? Like, why is he trying to do that stuff? I don't get it. Like, hello, behave. Why is he not behaving? I don't even know what they say. I just see the pictures and I don't like it. Wow, that one hit him hard though. That was a nice cross. But this was a nice hook, man. Wow. No, that lean over wasn't needed at all. No, then there's no space for that in there, I feel like. I don't see the gash yet, but maybe when I'm like getting where you have already been. Because for me they just play the replay now. Oh, those elbows. Oh my god, this is such an animal. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, it is bad. Ugh. But yeah, a lot of power in those hands. Okay, at least some peaceful words there, I guess. I didn't understand anything, but yeah. Okay, guys. It was fun talking to you as always. And I hope you have a great Saturday afternoon or evening. Where I am, it's 6:21. In Alaska, it's probably minus, what was it? -4. No, -3. So, oh yeah, it was -4, see? And yeah. So thanks for having the watch party with me. I hope I see you soon, maybe even on the 7th of October for the Bellator 300. And yeah, see, he kept the belt as we said it. Man, we're a good team. We're a good team. Okay, party people, let's go. Have a great weekend. I see you soon. Os.